So in one of my previous videos, when I first was like, yo, I know they're gonna send death magic because I'm putting them out, and they send some death magic. Now I just want to let you know something. Sometimes when you're protected in a sense, and when you have protection over you, they show you the work that has been like done to you, or the work that is that the enemy does and stuff. So I'm about to show you an example of how you can actually know like when death magic has been sent to you in the way when you come across it along your path and everything. So here we go. Like, let me see. So right here, I was walking my dog and there's a dead bird in the way, so right then and there they letting me know with the protection and everything, because if I didn't have the protection, I wouldn't even know that death magic was sent my way. I even called it out anyway. It's already handled. But just letting you know, like, sometimes when you come across dead animals in your path, there's something sent your way. I remember with this UFC fighter, the one with the curly, like, rainbow colored hair, and he had that fight against that one fighter when he seen a dead owl, and he took it upon as an omen. And I was like, I remember in the Instagram comments, I was like, he should have reversed that energy, because I was like, someone sent death magic to him to lose that match in a way. That's from my interpretation. He saw that as an omen. He did lose the fight. But I was like, if he wanted to win, really, he would have to resend that energy, reverse it, or make that energy fall down, make it not stick to him, And I was like, he didn't have someone spiritual with eyes in his camp to let him know, like, yo, we got to do something to make that energy fall down off of you. We don't have to return it to him, but we can make it fall down. And, like, it won't even affect you in that match or anything. So it's just a little teaching moment for the homies out here. Like, the ancestors, the gods, they show you the protection by showing you sometimes what has been thrown at you, what is happening. I have the eyes to see that death magic has been placed upon me. I remember, like, when I first remember, I'll be walking, it was like 5 years ago, I kept seeing like dead birds in my path. And I knew then that it was death magic sent my way. But we just handled it and everything. It's all good. But that's just a little tip for the homies to watch out for in these spiritual streets. And also, homies, sometimes, because I thought about that bird, I walk my dog on that path every day, and that bird had to be dead for like at least, I walk my dog that path around like 8 p.m., I think after 8 p.m. yesterday. And that bird looked dead for a little bit, for some time or something. I don't know if it died today or what. So there's times also that I dealt with where I had dead animals thrown on my property or around my yard, around my energy or something like that. I had a dead bird not too long ago thrown. And the only reason why I knew was because just the type of bird and just the I'm real in tune with the nature around here. So I just know when it wasn't from like around here, someone threw, like, you got these people like that like to throw stuff on your path, like to throw stuff in the yard and everything. So I really do think someone threw that one in my path and everything. They throwing death on my path and everything. But like I said, you make it fall down, because that is a good way to do some like magic. You find a dead animal, or you use a dead animal, and then you throw it on a pathway that the person's going to walk by, and that person walk through it. But since I'm calling it out, it's already dead, it's already deceased, it's already gone, it's already dead, because I called it out. And like, I already asked the guys if I have to do anything and all that. Nah. I'm like, these cats throw a little temper tantrums and everything, but I understand, because the stuff that they done and been doing, they can actually go to prison, like, for it, like, and they can actually, the heavens going to deal with them, and the hells are going to deal with them too. But it's just like, what they don't really want to deal with the consequences on the 3D realm. They'll like die with their sins if they can, but like, and they'll deal with it in the afterlife, but they really don't want to deal with it in the now present. That's their big issue. They don't want to deal with their sins, deal with their troubles right now of the things that they did because they have an image to uphold. They got people that they lead, people who they tell that this is going to work and that's going to be and all of that, who's counting on this for working and everything, but it's not going to work. It's just not. But yeah, that's it, guys. Peace out.